next question is, it is estimated that there's about 5% of the e-commerce contribution to the total retail sales. So how do you see this e-commerce emerging in the near future and in the mid-term future?
Yeah, so no, I think the numbers, I don't know whether 5%, but it is like a single-digit percentage. Even in evolved economies like US, even now, it is still a small percentage. I think during the pandemic, depending on which sector you talk about, it's gone up to 20%. But again, it's still a fraction, right? So therefore, what I expect is, what pandemic has done, the lockdowns have done is, have forced users who are reluctant users, remove the hesitancy, force them to try e-commerce. So we have seen a huge jump in adoption of e-commerce by reluctant users who otherwise would not have used. So I think e-commerce has gone forward by 5 years because of this forced usage of people. Just take the example of Big Basket. We had Shah Rukh Khan as the brand ambassador. We had high decibel advertising in television. Despite Shah Rukh Khan, despite high decibel television advertising, we were growing very fast, okay, right? But not blockbusters, okay, right? Come pandemic, come shutdown, come lockdown, the volumes went up by 10x. Why is that? Because of the forced shutdown that made people sick. Now, when things normalize, will that increased volumes remain at the same level? They will not remain at the same level. They will go back, they will come down. But they will settle at a level which is much higher than what originally was. That's how we have seen a 5-year adoption. Just like demonetization did to Paytms of the world or fintech companies of the world. Because there was no choice, the vegetable vendor had, and the auto rickshaw driver had to adopt to digital payment. Everybody had to accept. Right? So similar to that is what has happened in e-commerce. After that too, you will find that it will still be 10%, 20% range. I don't think it will go to 50% range in all of this. But what has happened are some of the things are not changeable. You cannot go back in life. You are not going to wait in a queue in a hot summer day, in a checkout counter, buy items. For one item, go to a shop, buy, stand in a counter, park the car, go the car, take it, bring it, park it, take it. All that is gone. The expectation of convenience, the nasha of convenience, the ability to buy instantly, ability to sit at night, 11 o'clock when you are browsing your smartphone, the night at 11 o'clock after a drink, you see something you want to buy with one click. That nasha, that consumer behavior has irrevocably changed. Look at the way you buy train tickets. How many times I have caught a bus in Delhi to go to the railway station, stood in the queue. It is a half-day affair to buy a train ticket. Now that is not going to happen ever. Right? So that consumer behavior, that thing has changed. Similarly, standing in a queue at a bank counter to withdraw cash, not going to happen. Between GPay, between Paytm to ATMs to withdrawing money from a cash machine to all that will happen. But the chance that you are going to say, that's not going to happen. So those are forever changes that we have irretrievably come across. But still, percentage-wise, it will be a small percentage. There is a lot more of kirana stores, local stores and all that. There is a need for them. There is a role that they play and all that stuff. They will get powered by e-commerce. Do we still need all the channels from farmer to the produce to the shop? To the consumer? No, we don't need. You will see shrinking of channels. So there will be using e-commerce related technologies for B2B e-commerce, for supply chain e-commerce, technology in supply chain, all of that will change. But the way the question was asked, e-commerce is a single digit percentage, it will go to a double digit percentage, but it will still be a fraction. That's what we have seen.